Good morning to everyone, students. Welcome to chemistry class. In last classes, we have learned the chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones. In those classes, we learned two chemical properties, that is nucleophilic addition reactions and condensation reactions of aldehydes and ketones. Now we are going to study the third chemical property of aldehydes and ketones is reduction reactions. So reduction is nothing but addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen or addition of electron. These are the three ways we are defining the term reduction. Now in this chemical property we are studying two named reaction that is given in your syllabus. Now the first reaction is Clemmensen's reduction. Very important for your examination. The first one is Clemmensen's reduction. In this Clemmensen's reduction, aldehydes or ketone is treated with zinc amalgam in presence of concentrated hydrochloric acid. It reduces it to respective hydrocarbons. That process we called as Clemmensen's reduction. Now observe the chemical reactions. Generally I am writing aldehydes or ketones, that is R C double bond O bond R. This is called ketones. If in place of R we are taking hydrogen, we are called aldehyde. This is undergo reduction. Reduction is nothing but the process of addition of hydrogen, or the process of removal of oxygen, or the process of addition of electrons. In this reaction we are studied in the form of addition of hydrogen. Okay, that is we are writing hydrogen 4 equivalent, which is in presence of zinc amalgam. Zinc and amalgam is nothing but mercury. That is zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl, concentrated hydrochloric acid. This is the Clemmensen's reagent. After putting this reagent, which reduces into corresponding hydrocarbons. So observe here, there is 4 hydrogen. Out of 4, 2 hydrogens is added to this carbon and remaining 2 is added with oxygen and becomes water. Okay. Now observe R bond C. Now 2 hydrogens is right here. Out of 4, then bond either here R or hydrogen plus remaining 2 hydrogens and oxygen becomes H2O. So this is called what? Either aldehyde or ketone, which gives corresponding what? This is hydrocarbons, right? R bond CH2 bond, that is alkane later, that is hydrocarbon. Corresponding alkanes you get. So this is the general reactions. Now take example. So in the example take aldehyde first. Take simple aldehyde, acetaldehyde, that is CH3, C double bond O bond H. This is acetaldehyde, right? Simple aldehyde is formaldehyde. This is the second member of aldehyde, that is acetaldehyde. Now this acetaldehyde is treated or undergo reduction in presence of what? Zinc amalgam, that is Clemmensen's reagent and concentrated HCl. Now 4 hydrogen out of 4, 2 is for carbon and remaining 2 for oxygen. You get what? CH3, then CH2. Again there is H, that H becomes CH3 plus remaining 2 hydrogens from this one and oxygen becomes H2O. See, CH3 and CH2 is called what? Hydrocarbon, that is ethane. So this is called Clemmensen's reduction. Now take ketone. Ketone means, take the example ketone, here only take, in place of R, write CH3, that is CH3 bond CH3. what its name? Acetone. Okay, this is a ketone, acetone. Now it is treating with or undergo reduction in place of zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl. What you get, just in place of R, write CH3. CH3 bond CH3. Now this CO group becomes out of 4. Here bond is broken. 2 hydrogens from this side and 2 hydrogens from this side. That you get CH2 and H2O. Right. So this is called what? How many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3. That is propane. 3 carbons and being an alkane, propane. So this is called Clemenson's reduction. If you take any aromatic aldehydes, for example, take benzaldehyde. See, if I take benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde means here there is a benzene group. This is benzaldehyde, right? Now this benzaldehyde undergo Clemenson's reduction. Get 2 hydrogens from here and 1 hydrogen, 2 hydrogens with oxygen. So just in the place of CH3, what I am writing? Benzene ring, right? See, benzene ring, benzene ring. Then 2 hydrogen from this 2 hydrogens from this 4H2 oxygen and remaining 2 for this carbon. Then CH2 and H becomes CH3. And H2 and O becomes water. Now its name is what? Its name is what? Toluene. So like that you get the corresponding hydrocarbons from aldehydes or from ketones to hydrocarbons. This is called Clemenson's reduction. Then the second one is Wolff-Kishner reduction. The second one B, Wolff-Kishner reduction. So the both Clemenson's reduction and Wolff-Kishner reduction is same, but the reagent is differ. Now see. Then the next one is Wolff-Kishner reduction. In this Wolff-Kishner reduction, aldehydes are ketones. Is treated with hydrazine, undergo condensation, you get imine compounds. Those imine compounds is heating with the presence of a strong base like potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide in ethylene glycol solvent. You get corresponding hydrocarbons that we called Wolff-Kishner reduction. Now observe the chemical reaction that you understand the definition of Wolff-Kishner reduction. Now take generally aldehydes are ketones, that is R, C, double bond O, bond H. This is aldehyde, or in place of H we are writing R, ketone. Okay, this is undergo condensation with hydrazine, that is NH2 bond NH2. So this is the hydrazine. Already you studied. So when we are putting hydrazine, what you get? Condensed reaction, condensed product, right? This is H2 and O becomes what? Water. So minus H2. We are writing eliminating water, that is minus H2. Remaining is R bond C double bond H R then N bond NH2. So this is called what? Imine. Generally we call it. But this is hydrazine, so we call hydrazone also. Either you called imine or hydrazone, your wish. Then again, this is heating with strong alkaline KOH. So write like benz of strong alkaline KOH and the solvent is ethylene glycol. So you know the structure of ethylene glycol that you are learned in Hull course, that is CH2OH bond CH2OH. So this is called ethylene glycol. Here we are using a solvent. It doesn't react with this amine because both are electron rich reactants. Okay, so this is called ethylene glycol, which is on heating. Delta means heating This nitrogen becomes N2 gas, nitrogen and nitrogen becomes N2 gas, then 2 hydrogen is added to this carbon, you get R bond, CH2 bond, R hydrogen plus N2 gas. Okay, so observe, this is called what? RCH2 and H means RCH3 or RCH2 and R. You get hydrocarbons. This is what aldehyde or ketone. Okay, so observe here, this reaction is carried in 2 steps. We can write in a single step also. Means both the reagents are giving number 1 and 2 on the same reaction, and we are writing directly the products. You get 2 mass. Now observe the Wolff-Kishner reduction. The example is now take in place of CH3. For aldehyde take CH3 bond C double bond O H. What is name? Acetaldehyde. This acetaldehyde is treating with, see, in the single step I am writing, this is hydrogen, right? 1 hydrogen, that is NH2 bond NH2. This is first step, right? Hydrogen. Then the second step, on treating with the hydrogen, water is eliminated, right? Then in the second step, what we are treating with alcoholic KOH. That is called ethylene glycol is solvent. Ethylene glycol, then heating. So this is the second step. Both the steps we are treating. This nitrogen becomes water, N2 gas. 2 hydrogens is added to this carbon, and remaining 2 hydrogens is added to the oxygen. Got it? Now write the product. What you get? CH3. Same like Wolff-Kishner, Clemenson's reaction. The Wolff-Kishner reaction is also same, but the reagent is different. Now 2 hydrogens of 1 nitrogen is added to this one, becomes CH2. Then this hydrogen becomes CH3 plus see 2 hydrogen to this oxygen becomes water, eliminated here, that oxygen, that water we are writing. Then N and N becomes N2 gas, that is H2O plus N2 gas. So this is called Wolff-Kishner reduction. What you get here? Ethane. Okay. So similarly, now take for ketones. For ketones, take an example: CH3 bond C double bond O bond CH3. What is name? Acetone. Okay. Now this acetone is treated with in the first step we are treating with what? Hydrogen NH2 bond NH2. In the second step we are treating with alcoholic KOH. The alcoholic means we are using ethylene glycol solvent. Okay. Now which is heating. All these are heating. What you get? CH3 CO becomes 2 hydrogens added to this carbon CH2 and remaining 2 hydrogens added to the oxygen becomes water. Then N and N becomes N2 gas. Now write the products. What you expected? CH3 bond C becomes CH2 bond CH3 plus O becomes water H2O plus nitrogen and nitrogen becomes nitrogen molecule gas. Okay, so this is called Wolff-Kishner reduction. What you get from acetone to propane. Similarly, do for benzaldehyde. So in the previous reaction I told you for benzaldehyde. Similarly for Clemenson, for Wolff-Kishner reduction, after reduction of benzaldehyde, what you get? Write the chemical reaction. So here for benzaldehyde, in place of CH3, what you have to write? In place of CH3, write benzene ring. You get benzaldehyde. This is benzene, right? Benzaldehyde. After putting this reaction, what you get? In place of CH3, write benzene. One CH3 is remains same as here. After getting the reaction, after completing the reaction, you get benzolidine. Sorry, toluene from benzolidine. Okay, so both Wolff-Kishner reduction and Clemenson's reduction will be same, but the reagents is different. The Wolff-Kishner reduction, hydrazine followed by alcoholic KOH or sodium hydroxide in presence of ethylene glycol or heating. But in Clemenson's reduction, we are using zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl. Here there is only one reagent, but here two reagents. That is, you remember. Okay, so alphabetical order: Clemenson's C, Wolff-Kishner W. Okay, Clemenson's only one reagent, Wolff-Kishner two reagents. Okay, first priority, second priority, like that. You have to be remembered. Don't do confusion. Both the reactions is same. Finally, you get hydrocarbons only, but the reagent is different. They will ask for one mass, write the Clemenson's reagent. Then you write this one. And write Wolff-Kishner reagent. You have to be write this one. They will give two question marks. Complete the or write the reagents to convert from this one to this one. Like means aldehydes to hydrocarbon. They can ask like that. If you studied the reactions well, then you can answer in the any way. The questions will be obvious. Now take the fourth one, hydroform reaction. The next one is haloform test. Haloform test, important. Under that, very important. Under that, particularly hydroform test is important. Hydroform test. So halo means halogen. This iodine is one of the halogen, right? So either you take iodine, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, anyone. Particularly hydroform test is very important. In the haloform test, the carbonyl compounds like aldehydes or ketones, which having at least one methyl group, CH3 group, which having at least one methyl group, which is directly attached to the carbonyl carbon. This is the carbonyl oxygen, carbonyl carbon. The aldehydes or ketones, which is containing at least one methyl group, which is directly attached to the carbonyl carbon, is treated with sodium hypohalide, which is treated with sodium hypohalide, that is NaOH. Treated with sodium hypohalide, get sodium carboxylate compound, that is COONA, like that. Here there is a one group, this one. Here like that one, sodium hypohalide is treating with this one, you get sodium salts of carboxylic acid, then this methyl group becomes a haloform, that is CX3, like that, CHX3, you get methyl group becomes haloform, that gives the precipitate. From that precipitate, we are confirming the given compound is either aldehyde or ketone that should having at least methyl group, one methyl group or methyl group. Okay, then the resulting compound is less one carbon from the parent carbon. See here there is two carbons, but here only one carbon is there. The one carbon becomes haloform. This is called haloform. It gives precipitate. Okay, so this is called as haloform test. Got it, students? So haloform test is used to identify presence of methyl group in carbonyl compounds. When carbonyl compounds such as aldehydes or ketones having at least one methyl group which is directly attached to the carbonyl carbon is treating with sodium hypohalides, you get sodium salts of carboxylic acid, then the methyl group becomes haloform. The resultant compound is less one carbon from the parent carbon. This reaction is called as haloform test. Okay, now to prepare the sodium hypohalide, we are treating sodium hydroxide, NaOH is treating with the halogen. See the chemical reaction. sodium hydroxide is treated with halogen H2, we get NaX, sodium halide, sodium and one halogen becomes NaX plus sodium oxygen, one more molecule of sodium, that is sodium and oxygen, then one more molecule of halogen, means atom, that is NaX plus. Observe here there is two hydrogens. Here there is no hydrogen in these products. There is two hydrogens and one oxygen becomes H2O. Here one oxygen is already present. This is called sodium hypohalide. Sodium hypohalide. Like that we are preparing the sodium hypohalide by treating with sodium hydroxide and halogen. Now chemical reaction for the haloform test. Now observe the compounds like OC double bond O, bond CH3. This is a aldehyde ketone that should be containing at least one methyl group which is directly attached to the CO group, that is aldehyde or ketone. That depends on R. Okay, this is treating with this NaX, sodium hypohalide, NaOX. Now it gives, see, here there is 3 hydrogens, so that take 3 molecules of NaOH. Now R bond, C double bond O, in place of 3 hydrogens write ONaH, these 3. Those 3 with this hydrogen becomes HX. Now see 3 hydrogens is replaced by putting these 3 halogens. 3 into X becomes 3X, that is X3. In place of 3 hydrogen we are writing 3 halogens plus. Remaining is NaO and H. How many hydrogens is there? 3 hydrogens, that is NaOH. 3 NaO and 3 NaOH. Okay, the chemical reaction is balanced. This is called as halocarboxylic compound. Now this one, take R, C double bond O, bond, see R, C double bond O, bond, CH3. This is again reacts with sodium hydroxide. There are 3 equivalents, take 1 equivalent only. There 3 is there, take 1 equivalent, it is enough. Now, here there is CH3. Here there is ONA. This ONA is get added or substituted in place of CH3. Okay, R bond, C double bond O. See, CH3 in place of CH3, ONA is added. This is called sodium carboxylate plus CH3 and H, that is CHX3, which gives precipitate. This is called as haloform. So that we called as a haloform test. Haloform. Okay, it gives precipitate. Hence we are showing our mark downwards. Now this is called what? Sodium carboxylate. This is carboxylate group. This is one carbon is less from the parent one. See, 2 carbons is there, but here only 1 carbon. This is called haloform test. Now hydroform test. Hydroform test means in place of X we are taking iodine. Okay. Now take the example in the form of hydroform test. In place of X take iodine. Now observe, I am writing the chemical reaction in place of X taking iodine. That is 2 equivalents of NaOH plus in place of X2 take iodine. Okay, so take, no need to write like that. Now take hydroform test, particularly in this hydroform test treating NaOH with the iodine. Okay, take 2 equivalents. What you get? 2Na, that is NaI, sodium iodide. Sodium and iodine become sodium iodide. Then sodium, 1 more molecule of sodium and hydroxygen, not oxygen. 2 oxygens is there, oxygen. Then iodine. That is sodium hypohalide. Sodium hypohalide. That is sodium hypoiodide. Halide means iodide. Plus 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen becomes water. Like that we are preparing sodium hypoiodide. Now take any compound that containing methyl group. Now take any compound, like take benzodiazepine at acetophenone CH3. Okay, we are taking acetophenone. There is only one methyl group. Anyone at least one ಇರಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಡೆ ಇರಬಹುದು? ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆನೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. at least ಒಂದು ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನೇ iodoform test ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. when the iodoform test is applicable ಅಂತ. So the aldehyde or carboxyl, any carbonyl compound that should be having at least one methyl group, such compounds only shows iodoform test or alloform test. Here there is one methyl group that will be reacting to the sodium hypoiodide NaOH. It gives. So take 3 equivalents, right? Now benzene bond C double bond O bond. In place of H3, iodine is substituted. That is CH3 plus NaO and H becomes 3NaOH. Okay, now take this one. Benzene C double bond O bond CH3 plus. There is 3 equivalents of sodium hydroxide. Out of 3, we are taking only 1 NaOH, 1 equivalent. Now here the CH3 is replaced by putting ONA, but you get benzene bond C double bond O bond CH3 place. We are putting this ONA plus CH3 and H becomes CH3. This is iodoform. Iodoform. It is yellow in color. Yellow color. Okay. This yellow color shows that the given this acetophenone having methyl. Acetophenone having methyl. What is name? Sodium benzene. Okay, got it, students? So this is called iodoform test. Very important. Similarly, you can write chloroform test also. Take homework, chloroform test. Chloroform test. This is for homework. Take. Can do and submit.